Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? Holla at your boy, it's Jeremy Alexander Newsom with reallifetrading.com, and our mission is to enrich lives, and we try to do that by teaching as many people as possible what the stock market is, how it works, and what it means to be a stock trader, stock enthusiast, or professional day trader. As it stands right now, 2 Eastern, the SPY is pretty much unchanged, 3 cents from Friday. Very, very slow day. Not a lot of action in the morning trading room. We were pretty much watching paint dry. So there was not too much going on overall. But really, in the general market today, slow day. Yellen speaks a little bit on Friday about kind of the general future outlook. So maybe this week is boring and the next week things will start picking up. But I will say earnings season after this week is pretty much over. There's a few out there that are going to have earnings. You got some retails that are reporting again this week, but there's not too much left out there. And June, July might be a little bit monotonous. We'll find out. We'll see how it plays out. But anyway, nothing really on SPY, no short-term position. For those of you who have shares, as I've mentioned, I have no problem selling anything at 213. So a June covered call at 213 brings in 21 cents a share as of right now, which is, again, nothing, no bank robbing money going on. But I do not mind if SPY came up there by the third Friday in June. If I sold there, and if that happened, that's okay. So we'll see. Here's the Dow Jones ETF, which is DIA, also not doing that much. Broke out a little bit of a triangle, just hanging out. If you're looking to go bearish, probably go bearish on a retest. But right now, again, I have no short-term positions on any of the indices. The Qs also just hanging out, trying to form a little bit of a double bottom here. But for all intents and purposes, the Qs are going sideways. Here's your weekly chart. Qs going sideways. Your long-term moving averages. You are trying to bounce off the 100 simple. So we got this. Maybe that occurs on the Qs, and if that happens, it might help out our bullish swing trade on Tesla that we got triggered into yesterday. Ticker symbol TSLA. So again, Tesla going very sideways. A lot of volume increase just a few days ago. I like this pullback. It was healthy on fibs. It was healthy on a lot of other things. There's a plus a little bit of a support over here on the daily chart. So looking for Tesla to hopefully continue a little bit higher. And ticker symbol P for Pandora. Got triggered into a Pandora bullish swing trade as well, based on this gap action right there. So that's pretty much it. Pandora, Tesla, and of course you guys all been following the X swing trade that was bearish, looking to buy to close, buy to cover at 1238. So right now, what else is out there? Well, here's Netflix. Ticker symbol NFLX. Netflix, you guys remember me talking about a weekly tweezer top pattern, which was right here. So it was a white candle followed by a bearish candle with the exact same high. Then last week, we came in with another candle that had a 3 cents difference of a high. So you had 93.25 and 93.28. It was an inside week, more or less. So there's your short-term resistance right there. Netflix breaking out. So you all know I like Netflix down here long. It's at a really good support. All the put sales expired worthless. Here's your 100 simple moving average on the weekly chart. I think worst case scenario for the bulls, more than likely, Netflix probably doesn't like this and trades up into about 100 over the next 3 to 4 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, but nothing drastic, but a nice little move down there. Could cause a little bit of a pop, which would be nice. Here's Google. Google trading a nice little channel. Shout out to my good friend Stan, who had a put sale on Google expire. His put sale was for May down here. So realistically, I think Google's in a distribution phase. Here's some support. Here's some resistance. Buy low, sell high on Google. Nothing massively special there. Apple surprised some people with a pop today, which I was really excited about. As you guys know, anytime Apple goes up, I'm always excited about that. So here's my analysis from it this morning. Bullish retest gap. I 100% expect some selling to come in rather early and then maybe a bounce. That was my analysis this morning. Here is the 5-minute chart. And honestly, we did get some selling and it did bounce, but did not do anything incredible. So here's the selling really early in the morning. The little bit of a lower shadow represents some selling, and then some buying pressure came in. Here's your retest on the retest gap. And again, here's your kind of bullish pop. Nothing to write home to mom about. I did not take that trade personally, and it really wouldn't have been a massive winner by any means. So it's okay. So Niels and Robert, they got some covered calls expiring this Friday at 98. This is a bullish retest gap, and as you can see in pink, I still kind of think that Apple rolls over and makes another low at some point. If it doesn't, if it just tears out of here, that's totally fine. But if it does roll over and does bounce at some point, I'll be looking to buy that dip. Of course, it doesn't have to occur, but I would like it if it does. LC, a lot of people are being rewarded on their patience on Lending Club today. My buddy Matt messaged me on Linden Club asking about this morning star reversal pattern right there. 3 white candles in a row. So I know a lot of you guys remember me trying to take the bullish trade right there on that doji. That didn't work out. And then on this 3-day period, nice morning star reversal, nice little candle, nice little pop today, up 14%, good volume. So again, I think Linden Club on a bearish move has gone too far, too fast. As far as bearish is concerned, here's your weekly chart. So it IPO'd not very long ago at all, late 2014, around 24, and it just gotten absolutely slaughtered. Gone down $20 in the course of a year and a half. So again, a lot of cash and reserves. I use them personally, and I think this is exhaustion volume. I think overall, this is probably going to start to be some bottoming on Linden Club, again on a longer term level. So nothing to be too excited about, but longer term, we'll find out what's going to happen. Target, honestly, just still hanging out at that support. A little bit of a bearish candle today. A lot of volume here on this hammer, and right now it's just kind of forming a pennant, and at some point it's going to break in one direction or another. ROST, Ross, going to be keeping a close eye on this one. I do think Ross at some point makes it a little bit lower. This was and still is a very bearish gap on Friday. Today's going to be, so far, looks like it's going to be a nice inside day candle. So if we can form an inside day candle here on Ross, this was the pre-market low back on Friday. So I do anticipate something like this occurring on ticker symbol ROST. CHK, this is one of my most requested stocks, Chesapeake Energy. Ladies and gentlemen, I still think Chesapeake Energy goes lower. It could form a head and shoulders pattern right there, something like this, and then break that support. You're at a very, very strong pivot right now. This is an incredibly strong support. So don't worry about what I think. I'm just kind of giving you guys my opinion. I think it goes a little bit lower. In fact, if it ever makes it to 72 cents, I definitely will buy some there. But at this point, here's been my analysis. 420.16, which is April 20th, confirmed intermediate bullish trend. It came down. It's been making higher highs and higher lows. It should / needed to bounce right there to continue that trend. It did not. Back at this support level, though, if you are looking to buy, it is a good risk profile. Again, on this blue line, you do have a good support resistance level for it to bounce on CHK. Just because I have this line here, I mean, watch how easy that can change a vertical line to a horizontal line. Boom, and there's your support again. So if it breaks through here, again, I'm still bearish. So do I have any short-term positions on Chesapeake? No, I do not. Waiting for this trade to occur, and I would like to buy it in 72 cents if it makes it down there. I did want to own some shares of RIG and did a put sale over earnings. An $8 put sale expired last Friday, worthless. So at this point, looking for RIG to trade back down to 763, maybe pick some up on RIG. Ticker symbol SUNW, Sunworks. Sunworks has also been getting pounded recently, and you're continually making lower highs. Here's a relative low on ticker symbol SUNW. And at this particular point in time, I also think that Sunworks will likely make its way down to this pivot right about here. So that resistance, that support, and it's got a long way to go, about another 73 cents or so. No, I'm sorry, 30 cents. Here is your little bit of a flag pattern building on SUNW. Again, broken through really strong support. So if it rolls over, I would like to see it continue a little bit lower into that 137 area. Smith & Wesson Holding Company, a lot of people beginning to talk about this one. It's had a really big sell-off right here. Nice pullback. Good accumulation pattern down here. Here's your long-term moving averages on Smith & Wesson, and you got your 100 simple moving average acting as a little bit of resistance. So if you're looking to play this particular stock, I would say, hey, if it closes above $24 and some change, so $24 would be right about here. So if it can close above here, I would say that yes, it does look like it's breaking out of that area. I do like this pullback, and it is a healthy pullback on Smith & Wesson. I would prefer it to have hit the 200 because it hasn't hit that in a while. So if it can pull back down to that level and bounce, awesome. If not, I'll continue to wait and see what it does. FireEye, checking this one out for my buddy Bob. Here are my 2 opinions on FireEye based on this gap. I've drawn these a few days ago. So on FireEye, when the stock gapped down, a lot of people were saying, is FireEye going to 0? Well, it was a black candle gapping down, meaning it's a retest gap. And you had a previous buying location back in February where it bounced before. So my thought is, as I've drawn in here, one of 2 things happen. It retests this and then rolls over and goes lower in blue, or in pink, just kind of forms into a channel. So it actually trades up, trades a little bit higher, probably back into this $19 region, and then potentially rolls over, and we just form a channel down here, a really big accumulation pattern on FireEye. In my personal opinion, I don't know which wave structure works, pink or blue, but I think that is the 2 most likely outcomes on FireEye. Here's Weight Watchers, ticker symbol WTW. This one also in a nice little channel. You got a really good support around 1064 and a really good resistance around 1561. Right now, we're smack dab in the middle of that support and resistance. So if you're looking to be more bullish than bearish down there, or more bearish than bullish up here, Iron Condor maybe, probably won't get a lot of premium because it's right in the middle. But Weight Watchers in a nice little channel, and it's just doing its thing. And of course, gotta give a shout out to my buddy Adam on Advanced Micro, ticker symbol AMD. Based on this bullish gap and go right here, at earnings, he bought shares right there at open and had a nice pennant pattern, broke out, and AMD likely for the short terms continuing just a tad higher. A lot of you asking about AMD also. I think the next target that it hits really in the next few days is probably about let's just call it 450, 434, 450, something like that. And from there, probably pauses. So if it hits that resistance, probably could consider a $5 covered call if you've got enough shares, maybe for July or August, get a little bit of premium if you are in, and just get paid to be patient at that resistance, because it is a really good support, which we've been before back in 2009 on AMD, and we're going to come into a really, really good resistance where we've been as well. So just as an update. And I got one more wager for you. The Mohawk wager is still coming. I know a lot of you guys are waiting for that, even though theoretically the Qs did expire worthless. It closed above 106. I did lose on the trade myself, so I'll be getting a Mohawk. A lot of people are going to ask, is it colored? It's not going to be colored. That wasn't part of the wager. Now, it could have been, hey, if you guys ever want to come in the trading room and make wagers with me, I'm all for it. But it wasn't specified what type of Mohawk it's going to be. I'm not going to back out of it. It's going to be a nice one. I would say it's going to be like a David Beckham professional sporty looking kind of Mohawk, if you guys want to kind of get an idea, but it's not going to be purple. But here's another wager that Brad and myself are taking on. After my debacle on Friday, and I say debacle, Friday was my biggest day trading loss in about 7 or 8 months. It still really wasn't that bad, about 2.3 R. It happens, though. It happens to everyone when my buddy says, hey, man, it means you're human. 2.3 R, definitely lost, no question about it. At Real Life Trading, we talk about our wins, but we specifically talk about our losses. We really try to focus on our losses as much as we can, because people they learn more from losses than winners, and it's all about not losing in trading. So we do talk about our losses. We're one of the companies that do that. So our newest wager in day trading is pretty simple. If we lose 2R or more in day trading, we're going to get our legs waxed. That's the current wager. Yep, waxing our legs. So if we do it again, if we lose 2R or more in any given day for day trades specifically, then we got to get our legs waxed. And that it's going to be a fun team effort to see if we can not do that. And that lasts, by the way, for the entirety of the rest of 2016. So we're going to do our best on every day to lose small. So if you want to know what I'm keeping my eyes on for the rest of the afternoon, I'm actually looking for TSM right here. I wanted to take this trade live after I got into the swing trade or afternoon stock review. So here's the previous low of the day break. It's broken the low of the day. It's kind of retesting low of the day. I'm looking for this to continue bearish potentially, but I want to kind of do it on a retest level. So right now it's kind of retesting. So I'll be keeping my eye on TSM for a potential bearish trade, along with ticker symbol ROP, Roper Technology, see if it's going to break this low right here with some volume. There's a really good chance I'm not going to trade anything else the rest of the day, but just letting you know, those are the ones I am keeping my eyes on for the rest of the afternoon for my day traders who get a chance to watch this video. that's pretty much about it. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys absolutely rock. Thank you so much for watching this Monday Real Life Stock Review. Thanks so much for having fun with us here at Real Life Trading. We like to enrich lives. We like to do extraordinarily fun things, entertain, educate, and enrich. I'll see you Wednesday in the next free Real Life Stock Review. If you guys do have any other stocks you want me to review, simply post it on our Facebook page, email me, jeremy@reallifetrading.com, or you can message me on Twitter @NewsomeNuggets. I'll catch you on the flip side. Until next time, love life, live life, and trade. See ya.